Being a Caviteña, I am proud to see how well the land areas are being used in Cavite, which helps promote economic stability and environmental awareness. Some farms that contribute to these developments are Ilog Honeybee Farm, Gourmet's farm, and Yoki's farm. I did enjoy the trip not only because of this, but also because of the things I've learned. Ilog Honeybee Farm. Magsaysay family, the owner of the farm, has been operating for more than 30 years now. We have chosen to establish Ilog in Cavite because of the perfect climate of the place, of the abundance of coffee flowers which are good sources of nectar for their bees, and coconuts which are sources of pollen. Silang Cavite has a rich volcanic soil and free-flowing natural springs. Their products are made from natural ingredients, so we could be assured that these are safe. The main ingredient for their products is honey, which they harvest every summer only. I was amazed when I learned that honey could heal wounds, burns, digestive disorders, diarrhea, and typhoid. I used to believe that honeys are just for juices or for food seasoning. Out of honey, they produce bee pollen and bee propolis. Bee pollen is a complete package which could increase energy level, prevent fever, strengthen stamina, which is good for athletes, increase mental clarity, which students especially need, lessen body fats, and decrease depression. On the other hand, bee propolis, their best seller, removes bacteria, virus, and fungi in the body. It regenerates body tissues and lessens the health effects of eating processed foods. And that is, I think, what people need nowadays, since they would prefer instant noodles, instant coffee, ready-to-eat canned goods, rather than those that need preparations. Another product that Ilog produces is the honey cider vinegar, which is composed of honey plus pollen plus fresh spring water. This product improves digestion and bowel movement, lowers hypertension, controls body sugar and uric acid. The next time I go to Ilog with my family, I would suggest my father that he buys this honey cider vinegar so that it could help in controlling his diabetes. Other products include beeswax candles, soap and shampoos, and bee venom. Ilog just sells their products locally. They have no advertisements, no dealers, which was quite surprising. For a company to last for decades, a vast number of people from the outside should patronize their products, and that could be possible with the use of advertisements. Well, their products must be very good and may be worth the money and effort to travel to Silang. As what they've said, a perfect product sells itself. The month of December is their peak season. Their formulations are more than 30 years old and so are already proven. Also, what's good about the owners of Ilog is that they also use their products themselves. In that way, they could have a first-hand experience of what they sell and maybe immediately improve on what needs to be improved. I was not able to buy any of their products due to lack of resources, but if given the chance, I would like to try the effectiveness of the bee propolis, their best seller. Ilog uses the centrifugal extractor extract honey and the solar power to generate electricity. They also have limited employees. In their farms, they have potatoes, yams, herbs, and other medicinal plants.
What I like with their operation is that their whole family gets involved in the processes. Everyone learns and everyone practices what's healthy for the environment. For instance, they minimize paper use, they recycle or sell, or they burn wastes in a smokeless fireplace, and many more. It's good that they set a good example of what they preach. Gourmet's Farm. Ernest de Leon Escaler started to operate Gourmet's Farm on December 1987. In a short span of time, they were able to be known for the high-quality coffee beans they produce. Gourmet's Farm was the first organic vegetable farm in the Philippines. In an 11-hectare land, they plant different types of lettuce, other local vegetables, culinary herbs such as parsley, spearmint, rosemary, and oregano. I enjoyed the activity where we get familiar with the smell of the leaves of these plants. They sell their products on a commercial scale. They deliver to their customers and they also supply to big supermarkets, hotels, and restaurants. In fact, Jollibee and Figaro are supplied with coffee beans by Gourmet's Farm. Other products that they produce include the herbal iced tea, which I really like, organic salads, herbs and spices, salad dressings and dips, and of course, my favorite, lettuce chips. I felt heaven when I tasted it, especially when dipped in salsa. Even at home, we were able to empty 2 packs of it. I would definitely recommend it to my friends as well. Gourmet uses minimal fertilizers and pesticides. Therefore, they are not fully organic. According to the tour guide, most of the time, they use chicken manure as a fertilizer or sometimes uses carnivorous insects that feed on harmful insects in plants. Some of the technologies they use are windmill for irrigation and the equipments they need for processing coffee beans. For me, this farm is one big way to help in the need for organic vegetables, herbs, and other products in the markets. Yoki's Farm. Yoki's Farm is owned by wealthy Chinese. It is a hydroponics farm, meaning it uses water as the primary source of nutrients for their plants. That's why the facilitators say that we could eat the lettuce straight from the hydroponics equipment. Aside from lettuce, they also plant mushrooms, rosemary, oregano, and other herbs. The products they produce are sold locally. Since Yoki's is a hydroponics farm, they don't need a very big farm to operate. They just need a little space for their equipment and materials, the tray for planting the seeds, and the recycled cup which will serve as a support when transferred to the equipment. This equipment requires electricity to be able to supply water. The plants need to be monitored from time to time. Personally, I go for hydroponics, where plants grow faster and less space is needed to operate. Some other areas of the farm include the mini zoo, where we could see lovebirds, bred dogs, and macaws. And of course, who would not get amazed with their museum? I was the very first one among my classmates to enter the museum, and I was really in awe when I saw how elegant the antiques were. My jaw literally dropped. There was the giant Buddha, warrior suits, Egyptian statues, and many more. Some of the comments I heard were, "Grabe, walang magawa sa pera," and "Sana pinangpondo na lang sa UP yung ginastos dito." In conclusion, in many different ways, these farms help in addressing the needs of the country in terms of crop production. The key is not profit, but the concern and the urge to improve the country. I think that's one good quality these farm owners possess.